But what we're going to be doing is pretty straightforward. It's time to continue on with the campaign. Time to make our way to Itrom. And was there anything I had in mind? I know there were a few tweaks I want to make. I know I was looking at the Battlemaster quite a bit to see if I want to make changes, and I can't quite remember off the top of my head what I had in mind. I think it was just get rid of the machine guns, maybe get rid of some lasers and put an LRM-15 on this thing so it can provide a long-range kind of punch. It's not a ridiculous thing to consider, since I got this triple plus LRM-15 to utilize, which in all honesty I probably should consider putting on my Atlas. I think we'll stick with this for now. I was thinking maybe refitting this to be like my MechWarrior Online type of Battlemaster, which basically had 4 medium lasers, PPC, and an autocannon 5, or at least it was a rotary autocannon 5 for MechWarrior Online, which in theory I could do on here. It's just the question, is that the best choice? Since I would like to increase damage, stability damage and all that's good. I would really have to think on that, because that's the variant I had for my Battlemaster for online, MechWarrior Online at least. And I feel like that can be manageable. Again, it really comes down to what is the worthwhile damage, so we'll leave as is. I may not even feel this here, since the next mission kind of encourages a lot of mobility with that said, or at least really strong, high damage type of mechs that can move around a lot. Strike at individual targets is what it sounds like. And I gotta stop alt-tabbing. I think we're good though. And otherwise, anything else I want to refit? Maybe add lasers on this thing, maybe add some armor. I could always downgrade the autocannon 5 to a 2 if I need extra armor for a dragon, but I think it's good. Highlander's all set. I don't know what I want for like high damage type of mechs that can quickly take out a target, because really it's only my Highlander and I don't want to say the Grasshopper can do it, but I think my Dragon could if it can get its full salvo off. It kind of would require a called shot maybe. We'll decide when we get there, I suppose. So let's get started. Let us make our way to Itrom. It's a 3-skull mission, 1.5 million C-bills. And what is it? Yeah, let's see, enemy will be fighting from position of isolation. So we want a lance built to maximize rapid damage dealing potential. Basically, deal with the mechs as they come in one at a time is what it's trying to tell me. And heat management will be important for this as a result. So let me just, with that said, let me double check. Dragon sounds like a good choice for this. Highlander without a doubt is amazing for this because of the heat management. It's just a question. Grasshopper does not sound like a good choice. Let's see, Griffin maybe not so much. Battlemaster runs hot. Maybe the Orion? Hard to say there. Cataphracts seems out of the questions. It's really hard to say what I want for my other mechs, because really most of them don't really have good heat efficiency, don't they? To fire multiple turns and all that there. So I'm gonna have to think on that a little bit. If I do have this quick draw, which I can tweak to have dual LRM. Well, this one's actually more heat efficient than the other quick draw I got, so maybe I might consider using this. It's got ridiculous mobility in comparison to the Dragon, but it has less heat. What is it? Ah, I'm losing my train of thought now. Let's get this going. Let's actually accept the mission so that way I can get my focus in. For I'm trying to think on the fly while commenting. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is half and half type of planet. Half it is supposed to be nice, define nice, and the other half's a toxic, irradiate desert. That sounds like fun. Well, we're going there anyway. It's gonna take us a few days. It remains to be seen. They never mention anything about mobility, just isolate targets. So would my Atlas be a good choice for this here, or even my Awesome, which, considering we're on a desert, probably not. It's gonna run really hot. The Atlas could do it though. Now I'm just gonna get my Android all set up quickly. Ooh, and Mech Base 3 is set up. Let's get a handful of these mechs out of storage with that said. How many do I have available? I have a Vindicator, Shadowhawk, Centaurian. What do I want? Trebuchet is probably a must. Even though I have the quick draw to kind of serve the heavy mech missile, what is it, heavy missile mech role. But let's at least throw a few on here. I don't think I need the Vindicator. Centurion I want to keep for Crunch, just in case. I still suspect that there's going to be some mission that's going to be light on tonnage. I'm going to need to refit them though, with that said. So we'll stick with those three for now, and the other two mechs we have in storage, Shadowhawk and Vindicator. And it's going to take a few days to kind of get them out of storage. So I'm fine with that. I am not planning on using them for anything. Not anytime soon at least. And my Catapult K2, which I yet to name, mainly because it was being refitted. But I got my K2 Maverick back, although it's not my Maverick. With that said, Maverick had 2 rotary autocannon 5s, which is going to be pretty tricky to utilize, I think safe to say, for BattleTech, unless we get some mods that includes higher tech weaponry. Which there is a handful of mods that do just that even. I just don't think they are so bold to include rotaries or anything like that just yet. But it's definitely something I'm excited to look into at least. And all the mech stuff's done. Ooh, engineering, I forgot about that. That also finished. Now the big question, I might as well go with the Gamapod, since the main reason I want that is for the train module, which will take $500,000. This is going to cost me a lot, but pretty much everything at this point is sized for the luxury, the morale, the recreational stuff is going to cost me a lot, I think. $1 million for that basically. Oh, almost $1 million for that. Ooh, $500,000 for the machine shop, so maybe I can get away with a few of it. The med bay, that's $2.2 million. But actually I'm kind of wrong there. To an extent at least. So maybe things will get a lot cheaper. This mission just needs to be a success first for that to happen. And we're not quite here yet, and I'm not going to try and buy stuff at enemy territory. But we are going to try and liberate the planet, so after the battle, after the mission, maybe I can get some benefit here. And I gotta keep my eye on my damn keyboard, it's bugging out on me. This is not going to go well for me. I had this issue before, and it seems to be acting up again. So this is going to be one of those weird streams, isn't it? Alright, I just put it in there a USB port, maybe that'll help some. I'm going to have to look into that. Probably, worst case, I'm going to need a new USB control. Oh god, it is completely on the fritz. This is a really bad time for this, because I don't think I can fix it. Especially while streaming. Well, I think I know how to fix it there. Just give me a moment. We'll see. Did that do anything? It looks like my controller's still working. Maybe I uninstalled the wrong USB port. That's a possibility. Nonetheless, this is not the stream I want if we're going to have constant technical issues. But everything's working now, so fingers crossed maybe. We'll find out. Time to proceed. Do we get a briefing or anything like that though? Nope. Not at all. And why not just take the mechs that have no weaponry on them? That sounds like a brilliant idea, doesn't it? But what did they tell me? Heat efficient mechs. That is what they told me. They never say anything about speed, which is really hard to judge. I don't think my Battlemaster is a good choice with that said. I think it's safe to assume we're going to bring the Dragon in. We got the Highlander. What would be my 4th mech? Since I should have put 2 LRM-15s on here, since my Trebuchet might have been a decent choice for this. It would have been a decent choice. And what about our Orion? This would be my first time using it in all honesty, to the point I haven't even bothered to name it. But its heat efficiency would be pretty good too. Oh wait, can it give me information here? No, it doesn't actually tell me what the modifier would be for my heatsink potential. So what's it gonna be? It really comes down to what generates heat. I have an LRM-15, SRM-6+, so maybe I'll take the Orion for this. Did I? I think you're gonna be on... Well, actually I have to promote my skills, which is always annoying to do. So let me figure out my roster. Medusa, you're in on the Dragon. Behemoth's without a doubt in the Highlander. Do I take Redwood? Lucky is back up. No, Lucky's not, so Redwood's gonna steal your job in that case there, Lucky. I hope you don't mind. And we'll take Deadeye for this one. So let's actually get everyone to promotions with that said. If I'm able to escape. It doesn't look like it'll let me. As annoying as that sounds. Well, I guess we're going with suboptimal skills, even though the promotions in that wouldn't be all that drastic. And I think 325 tons, so maybe I'm maxed out. We'll see if it lets me. While we're going, we're using the full tonnage just about the full tonnage that we're allowed. So, I should feel pretty good about this. It's a question of do I have the mobility required for this type of mission though. Since I don't honestly remember if Deadeye has the sprint bonus for being a high enough piloting skill, which might be helpful with the Orion to keep pace. Only one way to find out though. Okay, there was information about the Highly Lorano. I didn't read it, unfortunately. I'm just all sorts of thrown off. And it does not bode well for the stream. I'm worried. I'm scared now. Is everything gonna go Is everything gonna go to hell because I'm scatterbrained? Oh well, it makes for good hilarity. It makes for good fun streaming, huh? Now if only I can make my comments and all that ridiculous sounding to kind of go with it. That would be the only catch. Nonetheless, this should go well so long as I'm aware of what I can actually do for this mission, so long as I'm on top of my game. So welcome to the Badlands of Itrom. Sands of the desert are rich in exotic elements that play havoc with electronic sensors and communications. Without the use of House Gallus' signal boosting equipment, you wouldn't even be receiving this message. So we're using enemies' We're using enemies' radar equipment against them. Badlands are a gold mine of rare earth metals and fissile materials. Directorate has seized control of House Gallus' largest processor and refinery, and they're ready to move a year's supply of exotic materials off-world. So we're not going to rescue them just yet, we're just going to try and sabotage their excavation efforts. So capture one of these silos for restoration, choose your target, engage its defenders, and destroy them. Our recovery team will take care of the rest. You'll need to act quickly. The Directorate will wire silos to self-destruct if you give them the chance. Oh boy. So the same radiation as Garbling Directorate's long-range communications will render their sensors useless. You can detect them, but they won't even know you're there until you enter their direct line of sight, and the silos won't be able to communicate with one another. Okay, I get what's going on. Because of this, I advise you engage the silos one at a time. Choose a target and clear defenders before moving on to the next. Sounds simple enough. If you're careful, you'll be able to hit all three silos one after another, and the Directorate troops will be none the wiser. Ooh, ambush tactics.
Silo is your primary objective. We can always use more. The restoration will pay an additional bounty for each silo you capture beyond the first. Good hunting, Commander.
Looks like we got a lot of traveling to do, though. And I was wondering why my scrolling wasn't working. Now begs the question, which way do we go? Because it looks like, unless I have jump jets, there's only one path I can go, alas. So we're going to the west. I guess that settles it. Let's get sprinting, let's get moving, and hopefully this lance that I've selected is not a bad choice for me. Let me have a look at Deadeye sprinting. Piloting is 6, I don't think that's enough, maybe. Oh, actually it could be.
Copy that.
Actually, it may not be enough for the 20% additional sprint. I think it's 6 where you get the 5 evasion stacks. Which is why Deadeye has the 5 stacks now. So he probably doesn't have the additional sprint. So he might be lagging behind a tiny bit. Redwood, get moving. We're going to try and move along, and I think... Where would I want Behemoth? Well, Behemoth's like the only one that can use the high ground. Due to my genius composition that doesn't really utilize a lot of jump jets, sadly. So that could be a bit of a pain. It could be, but at least the one that has the jump jets is the one with the ridiculous firepower available to her. So we should be okay. I just gotta be careful about not getting spotted by the enemy. At least enemies I don't plan on engaging, at least.
Confirmed.
It's convenient that they're not gonna be able to see me until I'm about to engage them or shoot at them. I just gotta be mindful there's probably a mechanic that might alert the others. So I'm gonna have to destroy them before they sound the alarms, with that said. Enemy contact. I don't think it's going to do anything yet, but I wonder how that affects the turn order. I am curious how that affects the turn order, with that said, since they're not supposed to know I'm here just yet. But at least Medusa can get us some intel.
Mech warriors, show 'em what you got.
Alright, so they're just ending a turn. Okay, I can live with that. That's good enough for me.
Commander.
And from what I could tell, well, for all I know, that's probably all the mechs and vehicles that they have on this mission, in all seriousness. So we're going to jump, get ourselves in position to engage them next turn. I gotta make sure I'm in damn good position to jump them though, because again, there's probably alarms that are going to trigger. So I need to take that seriously.
Yes, Commander.
I need Medusa and everyone ready to pounce them in an instant. And also kind of get a good sense of when I get vision of them. Ideally.
Looking out.
Well, I want to move a little bit to the left, but that's fine. We're still hitting. We'll get a good read on where everything is.
You're getting close, Commander. Be careful with your positioning. If they pick up a visual on you, they'll go on high alert, sensors or no sensors.
So vehicle, mech, no idea of the tonnage
Standing
though.
by.
So let's just sprint on up and... Actually, I think the point is to try and ambush them from multiple angles. I don't know why I can't cancel my sprint though. There we go.
Copy that,
So maybe
Commander.
Redwood tries and flanks on the far left there. I don't know what I want to do with Deadeye, but it probably involves using this ridge here to get their attention, so it might take a turn or two to get ourselves set up. There's always the chance they could walk into vision and cause problems that way, so I gotta be ready for that possibility too. And LRMs are probably not going to be the most practical, at least not to open up with. So reserve of everyone. Mike, oh my, is my keyboard not working? Is that what's going on? My. Okay, I figured out why everything was going wrong now, but that's gonna suck for the rest of this. That explains why I couldn't backpedal to... What is it? To train my mech pilots. Even... Because I do have lighting on this keyboard, this Razer keyboard, so that's why I didn't suspect it wasn't working. Well. If we can still make this a success, I'll happily take it as the game trying to hack, trying to cheat, to deny me victory. That'll be my excuse, that'll be my story, and I'll be sticking to it. Now, I gotta keep in mind, vision. I could get vision of everything there. I just would like to maximize my evasion if at all possible, but I don't think that's a problem. Although one of these is Initiative 1, which might be that vehicle there. It might be. I just don't know where to get better position. Actually, I don't need to do anything. Medusa can shoot at everything just fine. I just need to make sure everyone can move up and get a good shot on for next turn. Radiation field. Yeah, and you get 3 evasion stacks just for a regular move. Just not going to see everything else, which will be a bit of a pain. So I'll move you up a tiny bit with that said, so that way you get a little more vision. Here's hoping. Since I don't know what I'm going to prioritize just yet, do I go for the light?
Standing by.
Do I go for the biggest mech possible? Ooh, and that gives me a whirlwind for protection. I like it. I just can't get direct line of sight on anything. Oh, the reason I probably wasn't seeing line of sight indicators was because they would be outside mid vision. Never mind. I was overthinking a tiny bit. Nonetheless, we're still waiting on Redwood to get in position. So I might have to wait another turn with that said. This is a good spot here. There's no way, at least it doesn't look like there's any spots I can go to that at least allows me to keep cover. At least that I can see so far. And it said I wasn't going to get vision or anything, so I'm going to believe it. The game wasn't a dick before, right? Famous last words, but I just get vision of everything here. Now everything else, everyone else, get yourselves ready. That sounds good to me. And we have max morale just about at this point because of my additional comms that I have. Let me see, that was 84. What's it going to be like for next turn? 90, so we're gaining 6% of our total morale. Well, really, it's just 3 morale with a max of 50. But I think we're ready. That one vehicle, it's just going to be AWOL for next turn. I think it's a vehicle. There's only one way to find out. Sadly, I'm not going to get my evasion stack, but I'm going to pretty much see everything with my Atlas. And this looks like the prime target to shoot at. And really good opportunity, or really good range to shoot at everything else. Gotta be mindful they're all braced though. Act quickly, if you give them enough time they'll set the silo to self-destruct. So we got a blackjack, a griffin, SRM carrier. That thing needs to die. What's the best way to kill it though? Well, I do have an LRM-15. So that's probably the plan. I wonder what they mean by self-destruct. Do they literally have to shoot at it? Because that's going to dictate what I target here. Because otherwise I might shoot this blackjack. Probably shoot the blackjack. 75% chance I like it. This is looking good. It generates a lot of heat though. I don't think I do it. As dumb as it sounds. Since this brace is going to be problematic. But I am going to happily shoot an L. Actually, what's the health on this thing? AC-20 is not even going to get through that torso. So that probably doesn't matter. Let's just save our heat for next turn. Because that's going to be really damn important. SRM-6. AC-20. I wonder if I turn off the SRM-6, yeah, that generates no heat. So I'll happily take that, focus on dealing with the SRM carrier. I don't know what exactly happens, though, regarding the self-destruct, if there's a way I can cancel it. Oh, before self-destruct, so I have 5 rounds to destroy him. Okay, that makes a little more sense, if only a tiny bit more sense. So it's just a timer. They're still going to try and fight me, though. But I have multi-target. We're going to try and kill this SRM carrier. That thing's almost dead. I don't know what a cool buff or mean debuff even is, though. And I'm not going to find out. I don't care for it. But let's save our lasers so we don't overheat too much. With that said, since I'm going to run hot for next turn, let's not kid ourselves. Oh, and I forgot about breaching shots, stupid me. So my AC-10's not doing much value. I'm rushing it. Well, at least I only got a single shot, so it's still paid off.
Good to go.
I can't get a rear shot like I want, which would have been pretty nice, but I can still keep hitting the same side of the blackjack at least. But I know what I'm doing. We already dealt with one target, now let's deal with the blackjack. I should probably precision strike or something. Try and cripple his torso as much as possible. This time I will fire with everything, I think. I don't know if I'll get the kill on the torso or not. It's close enough that Behemoth could destroy that component.
Copy that.
I don't think we're going to fire the lasers though, with that said. I'm going to run hot really quickly and... Again, what is even the heat here? Alright, so I lose 1/4 of my effectiveness is what that says. And that basically gets rid of all my heat, so I'm fine with it. The SRM-6 and LRM-20 will be more than enough to destroy that torso, I'm hoping. Thank you, Gauss Rifle. And sadly it was not unsteady, so I couldn't knock it down, which would have been perfect to finish that off. Well, it didn't lose its brace because unsteady. It has to fall down to lose that. Alright. Commando's gonna be annoying. I got evasion. And I got some cover there. Gotta be mindful of the Griffin though. They'll be annoying. I might turn my attention on that until the Blackjack decides to shoot. Actually, I could just multi-target. Deadeye can just multi-target and knock them both down. Well, I didn't want to target you, but that's fine. I'm not going to shoot you anyway. Ooh, maybe I do want to shoot the Commando. Since of all these evasion stacks, apparently. Since if anyone goes, that Blackjack's going to get to move and negate a lot of its stability. Or, yeah, negate a lot of the stability damage and won't get an opportunity to capitalize on it. I got really good chances to hit this Commando though. It's going to run really hot. And I don't think I want to do that yet. And I do have breaching shots too, so... Not that it matters on a Commando anyways. So SRM-6 on... Okay, Blackjack. Autocannon 10's on the Commando. Do I really want that? And I'm not going to fire LRM-15s. Let's try and hit something.
Engaging multiple targets.
Ooh, I got a hit there at least. That pays off now. SRMs. Do what you're meant to do. Oh yeah, and you're also on ice, aren't you? As weird as it sounds that we're on a desert and there's ice. But that probably helped with a little bit of stability damage, I'm realizing. And you're no longer braced.
Commander.
So Medusa might have a good time shooting at you. I'm really terrified about going down there. It feels terrifying. But I still got 4 rounds. It just... Basic instinct is telling me not to go down there since it feels like I might lose my dragon. But we can stop this. We're well on our way to killing the Blackjack and dealing with the Commando almost in the same time. How much heat do I generate? A little bit of heat. I could kill it though. Ooh, ammo explosion. I think those were on the center torso, was it? Yes, it was.
That's a kill.
Although it didn't say that center torso was destroyed. I'm a little bit surprised by that. But that's 1 mech down. Commando will be easy enough to deal with. Maybe not. Ooh. I was gonna hope maybe I can melee the Griffin, but it won't let me. And I don't think there's much point just yet until this Griffin actually does something. So who do I want to shoot at that thing first? Well, if I unsteady it, then it's immediately going to lose its stability stacks. So I think we just try and shoot with Behemoth. Precision shot, yeah, strike if necessary. Which it looks like we may not even need to be worried about that. Oh, that's a called shot. Oh, I'm doing precision strike. I thought I toggled that. 8% chance, these are really damn promising. I don't even need the lasers for this, save it for the Griffin. This is looking really damn promising. Oh, you missed with the gauze though, damn it. We hit the head, we destroyed the leg, destroyed the torso, and everything else that I had on there. Well, that felt like a good turn. Now, Redwood, you can easily finish this thing off.
Commander.
And you have multi-target. Although I'm probably not going to shoot the Griffin too much, since it's kind of pointless. And what is my chance to hit the Griffin? Only 40. Not worth it. Hell, the autocannon 20 will just basically kill this thing immediately. I gotta keep in mind I have 9 shots. Maybe I don't want to shoot that yet on something that's about to die. Yeah. I'm denying myself a called shot, so let's just fixate on this thing. And I think I will commit to the AC-20 just to add an extra shot in there, since the LRMs aren't going to contribute a whole lot. Yeah, that probably got me the kill there, since it did destroy the outer torso. Now, it's just a Griffin which might get a rear shot on Medusa. Which might stink. Yeah, it's probably going to do that, but at the same time, I do have evasion stacks to help some. What the hell are you doing? I think he's just running the hell away, if I had to guess.
Standing by.
Nonetheless, this should be
I'm
simple.
receiving you.
Deny its brace, and we got the perfect mech for it. Have fun, Redwood. Punch it with the fury of an Atlas. That only an Atlas can deliver. I don't know, how much damage did we just do to that thing? I never bothered to look.
Good to go.
I just know the Highlander has 115 points of damage. So, can we shoot it? Yes, we can. It's not quite unsteady to last, but it'll be dead momentarily. Actually, this may be an opportunity where I want to alpha strike with everything. So let's try and kill this thing quickly. Oh, and I didn't notice that you're in the tornado or the storm.
Heading out.
So we're going to have to keep that in mind too. That's going to be irritating. Especially since once I knock you down, you're not going to have your rear exposed anymore, as weird as it may sound. You're still going to have that 25 resistance, I think. You're unsteady now, though.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
So who shoots at that next? Comes down heavily to if I want to focus on the side torso or not.
Commander.
Can we hit with everything? It looks like it. Although they're not turned on, so that makes it a little bit trickier.
Acknowledged.
Yep, I think that fires with everything, it's just not optimum range. But this should be good damage. And definitely will knock it down.
Firing all weapons.
So have fun there, Behemoth. Do we destroy the torso though? It better damn well. Ah. It wasn't enough. It was not enough. But safe to say we don't have to worry about this silo exploding. I got worried over nothing. Wow, what the hell did we hit you with that nearly destroyed your HUD? I don't want to believe it was the gauze, right? Because I feel like the gauze would have killed you. Actually the gauze probably did hit your HUD. You were in the storm that protected you. Never mind. Probably a silly question. So we're just gonna murder you. We don't need you for loot, we don't need you for salvage, so just put it out of its misery. Ooh, 70% on the CT. If only I could hit the rear some more. That's the downside of having this thing fall over. Why can't it fall face first? Make my life so much more easier if I could do that. Just knock them down that way, and then every shot is a rear shot. Imagine how much more easier your life would be if they presented their rear to you and received the punishment that is about to,
Nicely done, Commander.
well, in this case it was an autocannon 10, LRM 15, SRM 6, and a couple medium lasers right up the ass.
Proceed there for extraction.
So we could escape anytime we want, or we can get greedy. I think with how easy it's been so far, it's time to get greedy. Although that doesn't mean that the other groups are going to be simple to deal with. I'm just curious, what's the best route to get up there? Alright, behind the facility, that's what it looks like.
Moving to position.
We're just going to be waiting a little bit because of my dang Atlas. Since Behemoth can take some shortcuts. But with how does mechanics work here, being able to get Redwood in the perfect position is kind of mandatory. Ooh, I can also take a shortcut apparently. I will happily take said shortcut. Especially if said shortcut's guaranteed to give me high ground advantage for when I do engage them. I don't need to evac yet though. Let's try and grab everything. It sadly means this mission's gonna go on a little bit longer, but I'm fine with that. I need the money since I just burnt a lot of money on my mech bay and for the gamma pod that we're gonna be getting. And I'm not even planning on using that for
Coordinates
the
received.
additional piles. Oh god, really? Okay. I was worried for a moment. I was worried maybe this was a dead end. Oh, it's because Behemoth was blocking the way, wasn't she?
Affirmative.
At least that's what it looked like, because then I was not able to go around on the left or up north. And we have no contacts yet either. But from what I learned from that first engagement, getting a rear shot at the beginning is going to be important, so damn important. Where's the best way to go? Probably right here. It just
Copy that, Commander.
not showing it the best to me. How do I best get up there? There. Behemoth without a doubt can get up there. And she's not at risk of getting spotted on the third lance or third group. I could swing around there as well, which sounds amazing. Probably not for Deadeye though.
Ready for orders.
Behemoth, we kind of already got your point. Any rear shots you can get would be ideal. Medusa, you can get up there.
On my way.
And Deadeye probably takes the direct route. Which sounds silly, since Redwood should take the direct route because of how much slower she is. I need Sensor Lock though, if I'm gonna really get a good gauge
Standing by.
of where to go. Come on, don't tell me I can't get up there. I sprinted this entire turn and nothing. Well, that stinks. I don't want to go too far forward, just in case. Just in case we get fission or something. Because I could randomly just walk in direct line of sight if I'm not careful. I would love to know if it's possible I can get up there. It doesn't look like it. I think that's Behemoth's job. They never say anything about jump jets.
Additional enemies detected.
Oh, we know about them. So Behemoth cannot jump up there yet. So just sprint. Get as high up as you can for said jump jets. What do we have? Another vehicle. And 3 more mechs, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a good rear shot. So they were prepared for this maneuver.
Ready for orders.
And I get direct line of sight already. Which is something I don't want. And this time, okay, 2 mediums, a light, so basically same group as before. Redwood's just lagging behind quite a bit. Which I'm okay with. I'm fine with that. Behemoth still needs to get in position. And I need Deadeye to get up as close as possible. Behemoth might be focusing on the other mechs quite a bit, or the other targets.
I copy.
Since everyone else is not going to be able to easily get at these two behind the silo. And what is this? Is this radiation here? It doesn't want to tell me, sadly, so I'm not sure. It doesn't even want to tell me that the ice is here until I try and move over it. I do not want to go there because that's going to get me spotted. So how about we don't do that? Get as close as possible. Although I don't know where. I still think Redwood... No, Redwood should try and hug this cliff ledge. Allow her to get as close as possible because this is going to be an awkward engagement for me. Due to the map layout. And I might get spotted if I go up there, so let's not do that. Not yet. I'm curious what happens if I sensor lock them. Is it so possible that I could maybe hit them with LRMs and they're not going to do anything? I doubt it. So I'm not going to attempt it. But new turn. We're going to reserve, let Redwood go first.
Standing by.
Get you in position, ideally. Yeah, if only you could get up here. It probably would involve taking a massive detour, though. If only I was aware of that earlier. Because right now, you're not moving very fast. But we got all the time in the world, so really that's not an issue. Again, I just wish you could have gone up that ledge. That would have been perfect. Now, Behemoth, you are ready to kind of engage them. And that is actually radiation field. So generate extra heat, not a big issue for Behemoth though. Let's just get you in position, Behemoth. You may be the one that kills this vehicle for me. And then I'm going to have to rely on breaching shots to deal with the other ones. So that's mainly Deadeye's job. At least to soften him up. You're as far as you can go. We're just waiting for...
Yep.
We're waiting for Redwood. It'll be another turn, maybe 2, before she even gets in line of sight. Hopefully they walk towards me. That's all I would like. And I'm curious, if they don't have sensor contact of anything, could I leave Behemoth up here and they're just not even going to recognize her? Just ignore completely? I wonder if I could abuse that in any way. Probably doesn't matter because there's no way they can reach her anyway. Oh god. This is not the most convenient. Safe to say. How close can I get? Just 2 more hexes. This is, well, we're as close as we're going to be, I suppose. Makes it a little bit uninteresting, but then again, I chose the slowest mech in the game. Jump jets were probably required for this, I think.
Receiving you.
Behemoth, you're all set? Yeah, just brace with everyone else.
Roger that.
We'll worry about attacking next turn.
Got it.
Did I? Go?
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
Now we're just gonna reserve, let them do their thing. Now, Redwood,
I'm here.
I think you do the honors of start opening up.
All right.
Hopefully, you can at least be able to contribute in this fight, because they could easily run away from me and that would be irritating. So they detected me, what is that? Large laser Centaurian, okay. And there's no point precision striking. And I don't have breaching shots anyway, but I can hit with everything. So we'll fire at what generates little heat. So far I only used 2 AC-20s, so I think I'm okay with doing this. I think. Because I shouldn't run out of ammo, and it did hit at least. We're just shooting at the shield arm, which is a little inconvenient. And even with an autocan 20 hitting that thing and manages the stability damage really damn well. Which is not at all disconcerting. But let's spot everything. I might vigilance with Behemoth for this. So that way she can get her brace and take a lot of these hits. Because I don't see why not. It boosts her evasion, which doesn't really matter. L-arm carrier. You, without a doubt, are not terrifying. Everything else has braced. Oh, wait. Oh, it's L-arm only. Damn it, I got excited for a moment. I got really damn excited. Let's just kill this thing, ignore heat.
Taking the shot.
Because that thing's scary, especially for stability damage. Safe to say that was overkill. That was total overkill. Now, we at least are prepared for the engagement. I don't think I want to vigilance anymore, with that said. Oh, you have breaching shot. I was wondering why the hell this Locust's brace icon was flashing, but not the Centaurian. It's probably because I can only hit it with 1 weapon. I have multi-target, so let's hit all... It's not possible to hit all 3 of them. I only got 1 set of LRMs. But that's what I was thinking. And this Locust is going to be a pain in the ass to hit anyway, so... Let's try and shoot it. Autocan 10 on that. Without a doubt, it's good damage. And there's nothing else I can shoot on that. Nope. Do what you can. Ignore the armor, maximize damage. And maybe strip this thing's armor really damn well, too. No internal damage. Which one is this anyway? Oh, the machine gun variant, so it's the one that has the most armor.
Waiting for orders.
Medusa. I'm almost tempted to sprint with you, but I don't think that helps me any. I kind of need to sprint though, so that way I can chase down these other 2 mechs. And your evasion stacks will help you some. So the clock is counting. We'll have 4 turns to clean up this mess, which is really going to be dependent on if they run away from me or not. Which is why I hate this Locust, just being in this group. Well, at least it's standing and fighting, I'm fine with that. Heh, and you missed. 1 evasion stack is overpowered against the Locust. Although that was outside optimal range. Ooh, trebuchet, that's going to be annoying. A lot of stability damage, maybe a HUD hit. At least I'm braced, that'll help a ton. And the 4 evasion. I don't think I'm in the irradiation field though, so I'm not getting additional defense there. Alright, hit the Orion, please do. Spread out that damage.
Warning. Armor low.
And apparently my armor's low. I never refit this thing, did I? No, I did refit it. It apparently has low armor. You tell me armor's low. Clearly, your AI, your computer, needs to be recalibrated. Or needs to be updated. Nonetheless, let's try and hit this locust some more. I would like the direct line of sight shot on it, but LR-15 should be good enough. Now I'll just multi-target and shoot everything at the Taurian here. And I think Medusa and Behemoth are going to deal with the other two quickly. So LR-15 there, everything else is going to be on our Centaurian friend. Give it a warm welcome, because we're taking over. This is our silo now. And we got ammo explosion. I'm wondering, did my LRM shoot at the Centaurian or the Locust? It looks like the SRMs were shooting a weird arc as well, so I'm honestly not sure of what just happened. Behemoth though, you got amazing shots. It is slightly braced, but I think we're gonna do a precision strike anyway. See if we can cripple this thing as much as possible. Go straight for the killing blow. That sounds ideal, 54%. And everything can hit it. Good. And at least Medusa can knock it down easily enough. So what do we do on damage? Damn good damage. Oh, and I keep forgetting you're an ace pilot. It's really convenient, but I don't think I need to worry about that. You could just stand your ground, brace, and let Medusa clean this thing up. Big question, do I precision strike again? I don't think it hurts, because once I kill all three of them, I should get my morale maxed out again. It's just a question, do I kill it? Yes, I do. There goes the biggest mech there. Well, arguably the Centaurian is the biggest mech here. But we got an Atlas to deal with it next, so I don't think I'm really worried. And I do have multi-target as well. Make sure I'm in direct line of sight. Up both of them. I'm gonna try and shoot that Locust some more before it decides to cower and run away. And everything, center torso armor is still pretty strong. But I think this is the damage I want. Ooh, I'm inside minimum range. I didn't realize that. That's annoying. I'll fire the lasers on that thing. SRMs, deal for Centaurian.
10-4.
Hit it hard good. Yes, full 100 damage, thank you. Now what about our Locust friend? All 4 hit. Both arms are gone. And a hit on the HUD. Which sadly did not result in a kill. It didn't even result in killing the HUD or the armor. Now, I'm probably going to need a sensor lock this thing. I'm pretty certain I moved a good amount. Ooh, I can melee it. That would be an easy way to kill it. Centaurian, you can fire. Just don't tell me armor's low again, please. Give me accurate info, goddammit. I need to know if I'm about to die. Oh, sure, don't tell me anything. Did I? Go to punching. Get to punching, kill this thing for me. It's already pre-stripped. Oh, sure, don't kill it. I wanted that thing dead and you didn't provide. I am disappointed. You're what? 3.5 times his weight? You're a 75 tonner versus a 20 tonner. You're almost 4 times his weight and you did not even kill that thing? What kind of game is this? Now Medusa, sadly you're not in the best spot to contribute. So maybe I have you finish off. It still has armor on that thing.
Location
This would be a different story if it... Maybe I should have hit in the rear. That maybe would have fixed my issues.
locked
Not much I could do about it, but we still got 3 turns. We're in good shape. This is just taking a little bit longer than I figured it would be. And I could melee that. That is massive overkill though. And I want to hang on to my AC-20 ammo, but I still am going to have 5 shots left. Which is going to be more than enough for what we're about to counter at the 3rd silo. I'm not worried. I just can't fire the lasers with that said. No, I'm not firing the locusts, as tempting as you are. I could precision strike, but we'll build back up our morale. Just for good measure. Good hit there, I like it. It sadly didn't destroy anything though, probably hit the arm. Oh no, I think it hit the center torso.
Waiting for orders.
I am perfectly okay with that. I am not okay with the fact I can't get direct line of sight. I would have preferred to shoot this thing and murder it. Ooh, I still get its flank.
Jumping.
So I take that back. I revoke everything I just said in the past 10 seconds. This is the ideal shot for me. And also knock it down. Maybe kill it, depending on where the Gauss rifle hits. Perfect. Hello, little locust.
Tango down.
I don't want to waste time on you. At least with Redwood and Behemoth. Or, well, not with Deadeye and Redwood anyway. Since they need to start making their way to the next point. What did you try? Oh, for a moment I thought I was trying to shoot the silo. Which I would think that was like the smartest thing it just tried to do. I think we just step on it. Deadeye, correct this wrong you just did. And that was 95 points of damage, which had to hit the leg.
Engaging physical attack.
I was gonna say, that thing is a walking abomination. It refuses to die after 2 melee attacks with no arms. Well, I'm good there. Ooh, and it turns over. Maybe I should have moved with Redwood first before I tried stepping on it. I figured oh well, that's just me trying to be optimal. It didn't really matter. But let's plan for how we're going to gauge this. I have a point over here, which Behemoth can easily get to, Redwood can get to. We have maybe a point over here, which I think Medusa is going to have to check for me.
Coordinates received.
So I think Medusa and Behemoth go on the left, Deadeye and Redwood maybe go on the right here. We'll see. It depends if I can get through those steep ledges or not. It's still going to take a few turns, but I'm fine with it. Let's get moving. Everyone get moving. We already know the plan. Ooh. I hope I didn't get in direct line of sight. I may have gotten really damn close. Which is surprising considering my Highlander is supposed to be a slow mech. That would have been something that I actually ran far enough to get into sensor range and get into visual with the damn mech. That would have really sucked. But it would already have been an amazing success regardless. I just wouldn't get the bonus. You are 1 hex away, so I'm really curious on how close Behemoth was, the game revealed.
Good to go.
About 2 spaces. I think we go to the low ground though, with that said. Get more vision of the other mechs, and at least that way you can use this ridge and get closer ideally. Medusa might have a hard time unless Medusa goes all the way around. That probably will be what I do.
Commander.
So that's the plan, Medusa. Just don't reveal yourself and we'll be golden. Fingers crossed. Nope, we're good. Medusa did not screw us over, and this gives them an opportunity to get into a better position. A good... Get up close and personal. We still have to wait on our Atlas on Redwood to get caught up. Which you know is going to take some time.
Moving out.
Climb up a hill. But at least Deadeye can at least get a read on where everything is, so I can prepare my movement. Speaking of which, how far can you go? I think you have... Yeah, I think you have to go down this way, where Behemoth's currently going. Because it's not possible for you to get... Yeah, I'm just remembering now, Behemoth jumped up. So you cannot go that way at all, Deadeye. You're gonna have to follow Behemoth in. Redwood, you're gonna be slowing us down, but that's fine. It just gives us an opportunity to cool down, I suppose.
Yes, Commander.
And you get spot there. So just take your time then. You are arguably in position. Arguably. I may have you sprint with that said. We'll just reserve Behemoth, you get out Deadeye's way.
Yes, Commander.
So that way I can move everyone forward. And the plan is simple for you. You just jump up this ledge and shoot at everything that's presented to you.
Time to earn our money.
Alright, so this looks like the exact same composition as before. So maybe I had a bit, was it? Bit of a too heavy of a roster. Not that it's really been an issue, thankfully. We've been dealing with them really damn well, but if they ever decide to run away, then I may not be able to keep up with them, especially if that locust decides to run off, which I was half worried about for that entire time. Redwood, come on now. Stop holding us back, girl. We need you at the front lines. Maybe you were a poor choice in the Atlas. But I don't think the Battlemaster would have been a good choice here with the heat.
Yeah?
Medusa, you're good. Alright, sorry about that. I had to take care of something quickly. Now, what was the plan moving forward? And I do not go around this corner. Simple as that. That is what I'm learning here. Now we just gotta wait for Redwood and we're golden. This should be good. It'll be nice, simple. I just have no idea what these mechs are.
I'm receiving you.
So far, I don't even think we fought a single heavy mech. So really safe to say this may have been overkill. But it doesn't actually hurt my success, my chances at all. At least so far. Because really, it's more firepower to bigger than mech anyway.
Orders.
So I'm good. And where can you jump? You could jump into the middle of all of them. Okay, you're good where you're at then, Behemoth.
Copy that.
Just wait on Redwood. That's all we need. So another 2 turns maybe. She's gonna have a hard time actually shooting them until they get closer though.
Commander?
One more turn, she should be ready. At least I could just hit the done button and skip everyone else's turn. Oh, you're walking radiation, so you're generating heat. I gotta keep that in mind too.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
Not that it's a big deal,
Hunkering down.
since I'm not really gonna fire any weapons there. Reserve. Redwood.
For the shot.
One more time. This should put you in position.
Confirmed.
Let's get this started. One final lance, and I think it automatically completes for me. I don't even think I need to get to evac, which will be a pain and a half, considering the amount of time we spent
Receiving you.
waiting on Redwood anyway. But we're all set.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
Now, who gets to go first? Probably
Got it.
Behemoth, because she can get fish at everything for me without having a result in using a sensor lock. And sadly, I'm not going to get any rear shots here. I could have potentially got a rear shot if I was way over here with Medusa,
Aye, aye.
but I would be really far away for said shot. Oh wow. Maybe I have to sprint with you is what it's looking like if I want you to get in the thick of it next turn. I want you at least hit with LRMs on most of them. I just don't know what the targets are yet. Ooh, that looks like a grasshopper.
Weapons hot, Charlie Lance.
No, you're a Shadowhawk, never mind.
My position.
I don't know what that vehicle is, but a Cicada looks promising. I really should try and get vision at that vehicle. With that said, maybe it was a mistake to go with Behemoth first, because she would be the perfect one to shoot it. And they're braced, so no point firing everything. Just give it hell. Since this should be a nice squishy target regardless. Don't care about the head injury. We're not going to be able to capitalize on it.
Standing by.
Medusa, you can sensor lock our friend, but sprinting might be better. Yeah, 5 evasion. You're in the whirlwind, so you get
No shooting.
partial
Just
cover.
got it.
So this sounds like a better idea, and we get to see what the hell this thing is. What is it, Demolisher? No, it looks like another SRM carrier. So that's not all terrifying. It's just going to be really hard to shoot at. Ooh, I get direct line of sight here. And which kind of... Oh, that's not the one with 2 SRMs. I was going to say, if that was the one with dual SRM2s, I am shooting the hell out of that thing because it has crap for armor. But I think it's better just to shoot at... Well, I could shoot at all 3 of them actually and breach both their armor. I'm probably not going to get the kill our friend there, the SRM carrier, this turn, so I'm a little bit worried. But at least Medusa's in prime position to kind of draw the fire. So at least there's that. Alright, 1 shot on everything. SRM-6 are crap for hitting, sadly. And lasers aren't much better, honestly. So we'll fire the SRMs.
Engaging multiple targets.
Perfect hit. There goes the torso. Can we get some good hits with the SRM? Only 3. I'll take it. LRMs, what do you do? Probably not a lot. Ooh, we got something on the Eternal. We got something on Eternal. Okay, I'm wrong. I thought we did. I got excited for a moment. Redwood, your turn. You sadly don't have breaching shot. But you could shoot all of them as well, here's hoping. To soften them up a little bit more. Priority has to be on the SRM carrier. Yeah, only 50% chance. Not the most impressive. And you're gonna run hot, so there's no point in firing all these low chances anyway. Just fire the 20. See if we can knock down the Cicada.
Confirmed.
Perfect. Not a kill, sadly, but I did knock it down, which I guess is good enough for me. What about the alarms? Ooh, tempting. It was close, but it is still on initiative 1 to be fair, so I could kill it with a couple more LRMs. So maybe that wasn't so bad after all. Now, what are you doing, Shadowhawk? What the hell were those missiles? There was like no sound effect to that. Are you holding back on technology I'm not aware of? Tell me your secret, you cursed thing. Deadeye, you have an easy opportunity to just do a lot of damage. Just not on the Cicada that brace, sadly. And you're only 1 breaching shot, so is there a way you can get direct line of sight? Actually, I think you fire LRM on this thing. You could leg it. There is a possibility you could leg it, so we'll multi-target on the Cicada instead. And hopefully I can kill the SRM carrier with the Atlas. LRM is on the Cicada, everything else is on the Shadowhawk. Yes please, give me some good damage.
Engaging multiple.
Especially on the Cicada. Only 2 missile hits on the leg, it looks like. But perfect hit on the Shadowhawk. So that was a Deadeye shot there. I have... What do I have for multi-target? Just Redwood, so let me actually reserve with that said. Oh wait, that was dumb. Actually, maybe it wasn't. Since I have the cover, I have 5 evasion stacks, and it's at outside optimum range. This is scary though. This is still really scary. But every one of those shots gotta be like, what, 25% chance, 15% chance to hit? So that was still probably the right choice.
Waiting for orders.
I just want Redwood to try and kill that carrier for me. Are you in direct line of sight is what I'm curious about. Yes, you are, I think, of the Shadowhawk. Perfect. And with 4 AC-20 shots, you may have a hard time hitting it. Unless I precision strike. We'll see what the hit chances look like first. Hmm, 65%. Not the most impressive, but I'll take it. It's going to be a lot of damage. I'm going to overheat a lot, though.
Roger.
Ooh, I got the hit that mattered most. Beautiful. Only 2 SRMs missed that entire salvo. Perfect. I couldn't ask for much better there, Redwood. Nah, I take that back. You could have killed that thing, and you didn't do it. Oh god, you tease.
Standing by.
Well, we know what Deadeye is going to be targeting next turn, at least. And I want to kill your leg. Probably not worth it. Ooh, Behemoth, you can just jump. Just jump, get an optimal range, kill the Shadowhawk. Medusa is more than capable to deal with that Cicada. Fire everything. It's just asking for you to kill it. Or at least knock it down on its ass. There goes the ammo. There goes the torso. There goes the mech. Yeah, I think the ammo was actually on the center torso, which is what happened there. All in all, nice and simple. Let's kill the Cicada now.
Position confirmed.
I probably want to kill Cicada, especially since I'm on the side here, so everything's going to hit the center torso or the leg. I'm even going to fire L-arms for good measure.
Got it.
It is braced. It wasn't as impressive as it could have been. I don't even think I hit the leg at all. Maybe one missile hit, but even then that was not impressive. Ooh, Jenner. Come on. Is that the best you got?
Barely hit, Commander.
You want to see my Alpha Strike? It's not pleasant. And Cicada just braced, did it? Can you melee it? Yes, please melee it.
Roger.
And Deadeye, remember, your job is to kill the SRM carrier. Which, I really need to take that seriously.
Enemy down.
Because that's going to do a ton of damage to Medusa. It's not possible for me to get direct line of sight. Ooh, actually I take that back. So this at least guarantees I kill this thing almost. So maybe I almost messed up there. I'm going to overheat heavily. What's causing all the heat though? Just the missiles. I'm just going to straight up focus on killing this thing. Just to make sure.
Target.
That better have killed it. I saw an AC-10 hit and it did not die. That's all. That's the only thing that registered for me. You're good. Behemoth.
Ready for orders.
Can you single-handedly kill this Jenner for us? Better question. How close can you get? Optimal range. It's basically where you're standing right now, I think. So by all means, shoot everything. It's not quite optimal range of the lasers, but I'll take it. Leg immediately gone. It immediately falls over. There goes his arm. Critical hit on the center torso.
Scored at critical.
Hit on the HUD. And sadly it's not dead, but damn did it take a beating. Damn did it ever take a beating. Yo, you were so close too there, Behemoth. Just 4 more missiles would have killed that. So I guess Redwood's gonna steal you asunder. Which I'm fine with. LRM-15 alone should do it. Here's hoping. Especially when I can call shot. So just turn off everything for good measure. Well, actually I can fire lasers. They have higher chances to hit. And this doesn't overheat me. Kill it. Kill it. Thank you. Now the big question, is that it? Do we still have the evac? Or does it automatically...
Destroyed.
Does it automatically end for me? I guess we're gonna have to run back. Which means this mission's gonna go on a little bit longer than probably necessary. But at least this is flat terrain, so maybe we won't have to wait so long. Especially with no enemies to worry about moving. I think. There could still be another lance around. Yeah, we don't actually have to travel that far to get to the evac, so maybe this won't be too bad after all. Especially for once, Redwood's actually taking point. Before we had to wait on her slow Atlas ass there the past few attempts. Mainly because I was trying to flank with her. That may have been my first mistake. Trying to flank with 100 tends to not work very well, surprisingly enough. But we're doing good now. She's rapidly getting outpaced though, with that said.
Location confirmed.
But at least this is going a lot more smoother since I don't have to strategize and plan anything. I just gotta run the hell back. Now it's gonna be what, maybe 2 more turns before Redwood can get there? and then we're done. And then we'll have to see what happens next. Medusa, you take point. You're in the objective. Behemoth, you're also in the way.
Copy that.
Redwood, you're up. And Deadeye. So I don't know if Redwood's going to make it there next turn, but everyone else will. She might be slowed down by the slope of this one hill here. That's probably what's keeping her. Never mind the fact that Deadeye is kind of in the way.
Confirmed.
Behemoth, you're out of the way.
Aye, aye.
Deadeye, you're good. Yeah, one more turn.
Confirmed.
But that was a pretty flawless mission. Still arguably overkill, which means I should be focusing as much as I can on the campaign up at this point.
Confirmed.
So that way we can hopefully get through this
Affirmative.
campaign that much faster and move on to something much more exciting, which might be the mods. But I'm still enjoying the campaign so far. It's like I said earlier, I don't feel encouraged to explore the galaxy very much. Especially with me having to manage my fees and all that. But so far, we've kind of been keeping up pace with the story anyway. It's not like I've been holding back. Maybe doing a mission here or there, either by when I arrived to the planet with the story mission, or since I already had a convenient mission already on the planet I was at. And 2.5 million C-bills, perfect. No real worthwhile loot, sadly. But that might change if we get whatever the hell those missiles were that... What mech was it I shot at? The Shadowhawk was using, because it had really weird audio cue, that's all I gotta say. SRM2++. Is there something we could get for LRM5? That's something I'm itching. Ooh, SRM6++, I'll happily take that. Maybe I don't want that, maybe I want the 4 damage. Oops, now everything's all messed up again. And I don't need to grab anything here. Nothing of value, at least as far as the mechs are concerned. So I want the 4 damage. What's this? +2 injury resist. This goes on the cockpit, which will actually be good for the... This would be good for the Atlas. Damn it, I hate when it does that. I hate when it does that and resets. I was just curious if it had tonnage on it. Gyro, less stability damage, that could be useful. I would like another SRM6, but what else do we have of note? Ammo. Alright. So big question, do I get the reduced stability damage for my Atlas? Probably what I do. And maybe I get the SRM6 if I'm lucky. Ooh, we got both of them. I did get lucky. Nothing else significant otherwise. So that's a shame. Also, I need to point out that I did sell a bunch of my stockpiling resources and weaponry before my last, at the end of my last stream, so I got myself an extra million, maybe 2 million C-bills from selling all the stockpile of machine guns and medium lasers, as well as everything else. So that's helped me with my deficit quite a bit too. So much so that we're back to a nice net positive, even with me spending like 2 million every month just on upgrading the Argo. Ooh, we're here. We saved Gallus. Later on, after almost 2 years of Directorate imprisonment, I nearly lost hope. For myself, for Itrom, for the entire Algorian Reach. I don't know how we rescued her. All we did was get a bunch of silos, it seemed like. I owe my eternal gratitude, all of you. Because of your actions, Directorate's hold on Itrom has been broken. Really? Just from stealing some silos? I'm shocked, and my people have been saved. That's what we're here for. And we need your help. Yes, it is, but their continued survival is anything but certain. I'm going to be honest with you, Lady Callus. I had to wade through a sea of blood to reach Itrom. My army is war-weary and outgunned, and the Reach is on the verge of being overrun. So if you know anything that can help us, I need you to share with me. Yes, Lady Arano, I can help you. I know where you can find what you need to break the Directorate's alliance with Taurian Concordant. You need to travel to Guldra. Lord Mandara's home system, huh? That's the home system there. Oh, that's what I'll comment on, I guess. If you reach the Madeira archives, you'll find what you need. Over the past 3 years, House Madeira has collected a treasure trove of incriminating evidence on House Espinosa, an insurance policy, so to speak. Find it and deliver it to Protector Calderon, and Taurian problems will be over, except for the one that has a blood feud with us. You need to point that out. The archives are DNA locked to the family, or to my family. If we're going to gain access to this insurance policy, I'll need to travel there myself. And hopefully not at the head of an army. You've seen what war has done to Itrom. I pray that Goldra can be spared the same fate. Alexander oh boy. A thunderous roar cuts Lady Gallus' sentence short, and the image of your view screen cuts to nothing. Oh boy. That doesn't sound good. Holy shit. Sensors are picking up evidence of a massive fuel air explosion in the capital. Castle Gallus is gone. Oh boy. They planted a bomb from the evacuation. Oh boy. Get emergency services to the capital, medical teams, combat engineers, whoever you can find. We need to search the wreckage for survivors. Oh boy. At least we got the intel we want, but that really blows. They were kind of prepared for this eventuality, weren't they? Dispatch our forces right away, but I must return home. I will travel with the appropriate bodyguard, but otherwise I need to go alone. Lady Gallus was right. We've lost too much already. I won't see another army move on Goldra. Not if I could do the job myself. Just don't get captured, right? That might involve another mission to rescue people that are gonna die. Can't afford to lose you. Camilla, please, I am duty-bound to see this through. Goldra is a core system, a venerable fortress. If we attempt an invasion, there will be terrible losses on both sides. I won't allow that. Not if I can achieve our goal in our way, and I am confident that I can accomplish through subterfuge what our army could not. The recovery of the evidence we need without unnecessary bloodshed. I am your loyal servant and friend, Camilla. I always have been. He's gonna turn traitor, isn't he? But I'm also a Madeira, and I have a responsibility to protect Goldra from harm. You of all people should understand that. Yeah, this is his family there. I think we'll let him do it there. As much as I hate, I understand. Very well. You may go if you must. Now you know how I feel every time you insist on leading a combat mission. Not a good feeling, is it? I can imagine. We can win this. Oh, and I guess we liberated another plan as a result of this. So I'm gonna have to take a look, see what's available to buy. You're damn right. We're gonna win this despite all the odds against us. Because we got plot armor. So that's what they call, right? Never mind the fact that we're supposed to win this. The introduction cinematic kind of told us this much, right? So we got nothing to fear. So back to the stations, we got a war to win. And now we're gonna see what else other goods we got. Oh, we got a Jenner D. I didn't realize we had... Oh, probably because I got 2 Jenner components. Maybe. More experience, I kinda already knew that. At least we had no more keyboard problems throughout that entire time. Although, to be fair, I didn't really need to use the keyboards so much for the combat themselves. Unless I want a backspace, that would be the exception. But I don't need a second Jenner, I'm afraid to say. So let's scrap this thing. Get us $250,000 as a result. And now we're swimming up to 7 million C-bills. Now, moment of truth. Let's do some quick shopping, shall we? See what we can grab. Give me something good. Taurian, Griffin, and Vindicator. Not all that exciting, sadly. Oh, I get a straight up full on battle mech. That's something new. Autocam Plus? I was hoping for maybe more stability damage or direct damage. Autocam 5. I got something better with the Autocam Plus. Ooh, +3 injury. Now I feel bad for not having to grab the one salvage there. But I should hang on to it just in case. I got the money to spend.
New equipment available.
And apparently it was only a 10% discount. I thought I had a reputation that was 50%. So I wonder what changed. Maybe a hot fix or something, I don't know. Otherwise, everything else looks good. Now, let's quickly see in contracts if there's anything or not. I probably will stop here anyway, to be perfectly honest. Since I did start the stream up late there. So I want to actually be able to stop ahead of time, or at least before it gets too late. So I may... And since we're at an hour and a half, yeah, I guess that's due. A lot of that was running around, mind you. I could have ended that mission early. But I think we're good, and we have missions to kind of go to here anyway. We have another battle. We have an assassinate. Both these take me... Yeah, hostile insertion. Ooh, that's battle. I don't think I care about that. But I'll leave it at that, I think. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thank you for everyone for watching. Maybe not the most exciting mission, since it did involve a lot of running around, mind you, but it's a damn good positive result for me, nonetheless. It helps pays for my upgrades to Argo, at least. So I cannot say no to this one bit.